What up, guys? It is the last week before final exams, and I know you are excited. I'm excited. Obviously, you can tell I'm like, woo, excited. Um, but the bottom line is this week we're going to finish out the last little bit of kind of current history dealing with more genocide stuff, obviously 9/11 and terrorism, and the increase in how that actually affected our world, world history kind of deal. And we're going to just be finishing out. So the first 3 days, kind of doing that, and then the last little bit, we're going to be doing our history final exam review kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get through that real quick so you can just see it. So on Monday, we're going to be talking about decolonization and some of the stuff that really, especially in Africa, dealing with some of the struggles that, we talk about apartheid, dealing with some of the struggles of how that all worked, and unfortunately some of the bad stuff that did happen during that time that we don't hear a lot about, just because we don't really talk about it too much in American history, and honestly in world history, a lot of times they don't get to this far, and so I made it a point to make sure that I got this far because it's world history and it's a little bit closer to you and closer to what you need to know about because it affects you and involves you. On Tuesday, we're going to be talking about genocides, bringing back to the Holocaust, but really the understanding of Rwanda, some ideas of blood diamond stuff. There's some pretty hard-hitting movies that have happened in the past few years that have talked about it. Hotel Rwanda is probably one of the most well-known of those, talking about the genocide of that area. Some pretty bad stuff that talked about conflicts, and obviously, unfortunately, a lot of it is dealing with religion. And obviously, economics are involved in that as well. But ethnicity it plays a huge role in that too. And then on Wednesday, we're going to finish out with the kind of the war in the Middle East, the timelines of modern terrorism, modern terrorism, not just in the past 20, 30 years, it actually has gone on. Even there was some terroristic activity in the games of the Olympics, and we had some issues where some bombs were thrown, some men were killed in the Olympics, and it was pretty bad. It was back in the 70s. And so it was, there's been some stuff happen in that, and of course, you've got some options of watching some videos. They're really good. We're not going to necessarily watch them in class, but definitely worth watching. Now, if you notice, each three of these days, I'd say all questions for the week's attendance assignments are we're going to actually complete them in class and go through them. They're only 10 questions. But they do have some, big picture, okay, from the beginning, just a reminder of what we've done, and they're preparing for our world history exam. On Thursday, we're going to be spending specifically on the world history exam, and there's a review sheet there that might come up. These are kind of goes back to the beginning. They're kind of fun. Some of them you might have recognized, and they're not hard to look at, but they just give you a big picture idea of the topics that we've talked about, and some of the struggles that have gone through. So it really, I'm hoping, really gives you a big picture idea of this. And then, of course, the attendance assignment. Now, Friday, this is your last time before your final exam. Now, I am going to highly recommend, look at me, look at me. I'm going to highly recommend that you take this practice quiz, this review practice quiz, and take this as many times as you can. Go ahead and get the answers. It is a combination of different things all the way through. It's about 50 questions. And it definitely has something to do with your final exam, okay? There will be similar questions. Similar questions on the final exam. Did I mention similar questions? Got that? All right. From this practice quiz and the attendance assignment questions. So there will be similar similar questions from the attendance assignment. Okay. So is going to combination. The final exam is going to be 40 questions. So you'll be able to finish it within a time period that you need to have. So 40 questions. That's your typical final exam stuff, but it's going to be similar questions from that. All right. Have I mentioned that they are going to be similar questions? All right, so I'm going to just point it out there that there are going to be similar questions. And I hope you have a great week. We'll have a good time with this week and just get it done with. And then, of course, on Monday, we'll open up the final exam. That's when it will be available for you next one, Monday. And you'll have that week to finish it. As far as coming to school, you'll have the opportunity to on Monday do the exam either at home or in class, and then you'll have the rest of the week. We'll just kind of do any last minute hurrah kind of stuff. So anyway, that's what we got. Have I mentioned there are going to be similar questions on the exam from the review quiz that you have? All right. Love you guys, and I will see you later on. Bye.